Oh, yo, yo, look at our boy on reset. He's back. I don't know what time reset is for you guys, but for me, it's actually 5 p.m. Well, no, that's a lie. Reset in terms of the day is 2 a.m. when all the summons get reset. But reset in terms of content drop is 5 p.m. So that's going to be great with all of the content being locked behind like 4 more hours of maintenance. Always fun. But Geto is coming back. So, one thing. Passive skill recovers 20 curse energy a turn. When dealing a crit, increases physical and curse technique. He's also got this. If he disables an enemy, gets the KO, gets the kill, whatever, he gets 10 energy. Skills, pretty good. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. So, skill 1, hybrid damage of physical and cursed, favoring physical. And if cursed energy is no less than 30, so it's 30 or more, 20% crit rate for himself for one turn. And if it's 40, he gets the crit rate, but also 20% crit damage. And then this is Curse Spirit Manipulation Technique A. Ranged hybrid damage, favoring Curse Technique, then also applies 16.7% Curse Technique damage taken increase for 4 turns. If the self's cursed energy is no less than 35, they also take an additional 18.2% green cursed technique damage for 4 turns. This is the exact same, just on physical. So he's a support via debuffing, but his ult means he can do a little bit of damage. So 105% break, 40 max cursed CE to self for 4 turns, recovers 20 cursed energy, and then deals ranged hybrid damage of 916 physical and basically 1100 cursed, so about 2000% damage, and also increases break damage by a small amount, increases physical and curse technique as. So we're going to run into some tower. We're going to dive in. This is the team we're cooking up. We're not going to get the KO directly with Geto, but we've got the boys, the green boys. Kaito's super good. Keeps him topped up with curse energy. So lovely use for really, really strong rare. And then Yaga is Yaga, right? You could use a Nanami or something like that, but Yaga's a bit better. So we'll do that. I've noticed on this floor, we don't need to run a healing rec bit. Maybe that'll change and we'll get bodied here, but we'll see. Because he starts with 50. They've got a couple of dupes in him. And this is damage, but also 10 starting curse energy. We can take him down. He'll still be at 35. Next turn, he'll get 20. We could keep that up, but Kaito will get him up even more as well. Going to hit a couple of times with just bear with it. Keep his damage down. And we're just going to farm ults with as many characters as we can. If you could go to anyone other than Yaga now, that would be great. Ooh, Black Flash. Nice. Yaga's fine. This thing can reduce your cursed energy, but it's not a huge deal. Oop. Bop. Want to get the ult off. So we can keep going like this, like that. Curse Spirit Manipulation. One more of these. Try and get extra damage in. Perfect. Alright, last turn. Theoretically here, I think we could get the KO with Gojo and Yaga with all the buffs and all that sort of thing, but let's not worry about that. Let's barrier Yaga, one more of these. 2 turns, so we could do one. And then a composure. So the damage taken decrease, the increase that we do to him is not going to matter. Yep. We're fine. So, Rec skill, tutoring, technique boost, Rainbow Dragon. Now this will do about half of his health. So this will do somewhere between, I reckon, I'm going to say between 2 and 3 mil. I reckon like, call it even a 2.5 or something. Let's call it an even 2.5. Because as you can see, we've got some lovely, all these lovely debuffs. And follow purple, because we've got some buffs up, as you can see, from Yaga, doing all that nice stuff for us. Use the Rec skill, and get the nuke. Another hundo from Kaito. 2.77, so 2.8 basically. And we got the damage with him too. That nice damage from our boy. That was 12. This is 12 milli. Now let's run this without our boy in there. Let's just put someone unnecessary that's not going to support it all over Geto. See how much damage he does. No Geto. No Geto. Let's just go Hanami. We'll come back at the nuke turn. Alright, we're coming back just the turn before. Could have nuked last turn. Didn't. Wanted to keep it consistent. So, Rec skill. Tutoring. First technique boost. Terra Pulchra. With Kaito, I've been out of Pulchra every turn. It's been really cool. But that's not what we're looking for. So this guy has 6 milli. Can we break? What the difference will be? Because we don't have any of Geto's debuffs. So it's just straight Geto versus no Geto on the team. Geto's the only difference here. We should still get the KO, but curious. Really? Probably combination of the break as well, hey? And how strong debuffs are. Now, Gojo goes away and we don't have any damage. Yeah, that's fascinating, isn't it? Alright, let's run this back with Geto, but not with Rainbow Dragon. See what Rainbow Dragon turns. Actually, let's run it back firstly without Geto, just another port. Let's put Nanami in there. Put a HP rec bit just in case. And I'll be back for the turn. All right. I do believe I've got one more turn because I didn't point at the guy last time. So we'll do that. We'll point. Use this to make sure we fully get healed. I'm just following the exact same line. So I'm using this guy's ult as our sort of guidepost here. Yep, perfect. Alright, tutoring. I'm just going to use Nanami's buffs because that tends to get a bit more damage. Oops. Screwed that up. Follow purple. How much will we do? We get 8.3. Interesting. 8 point total. All right. Let's throw Geto on there. Not do any Rainbow Dragon shenanigans. So we'll just use his skill 2. We'll just spam his skill 2 all the way through. Like that. Right. I won't use a support rec bit. We'll keep the healing rec bit on him. Not going to search for damage with Geto. Note that because of Geto's coloring, we could probably just use another support recollection bit, but I don't want to do that. I want to compare the raw damage. So we had 8.3 that time. Remember, Geto also got us like 2.8 mil on his own that time when we did use him. So, this... Oh, that's fair. I need to hold one of those, right? I have to hold that just because we don't have that same recollection bit on there that gives him that 10 cursed energy. This is okay. Yo. We'll still have the 4 turns of his debuffs though, so that's fine. Keep punching with Gojo. Yep. Another one of these, another one of these, another one of these, and another one of these. Boom. Obviously, we could use like other recollection bits on him, charge alt gauge and all that sort of stuff, but keeping things similar is important, so we'll do that. Okay. So one more round of buffs and debuffs. Jittering. This, do that. Hosea. Alright. One more Stingray. Make a boost. Oh, is this gonna... Might have him in a bad position for this. We'll see. Well, we'll see what happens either way. I'm curious. Yeah, probably need to have him slightly different order. But we'll see what we do damage-wise. This is without his ult. Yeah, 9.8. He's definitely providing a difference. And I will... Woo! Breaks 10. Very nice, very nice. I will switch the positions and come back. Now, obviously enough, we could just nuke here and that would be perfectly fine. Would probably be even more damage, but I do want to get this all nice and together. Especially because I was Rainbow Dragoning before, so it's better just to get everything at the same time. But yes, I do know that we are getting debuffed here, but at least it'll be consistent the whole time. Alright. Yes. 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 Alright, boom time. .09. Man, those debuffs are massive, aren't they? 11 milli based off of the debuffs. Yeah, you can see the real progression of damage. It's kind of wild. So, chuck us a like, comment, and subscribe. Did some pretty in-depth testing there to see what we can do. Probably take it a step further with the Nanami as well, but I'd be a bit... No. Because then you'd need to take off Kaito or something like that, and survivability, cursed energy. So, no, this was good. This was a good look for our boy. A very fun green buffin boy. So with that, guys, I'll catch you in soon.